The design you spent 20 hours on. You drove out to the house, measured every wall, every window, every weird bump where the plumbing stack cuts into the cabinet run. You photographed everything. You came back. You built the design, sourced the materials, put together a full presentation. You walked them through it. They loved it. They thanked you. They shook your hand. And then they took your plans to a big box store to buy cheaper cabinets using your layout. You found out from the supplier. That's how you found out. Welcome to the Elevated Podcast. I'm your host, Brandy Lawson. This is the free design pitfall. A half a week's worth of work down the drain. The problem isn't that the client was dishonest. The problem is that your work was invisible. You walked in and out of their house and all they saw was someone with a measuring tape and a laptop. They didn't see the trained eye that caught the plumbing stack. They didn't see the decade of experience that told you which corner configuration would actually work. They didn't see the 47 decisions you made silently while standing in their kitchen, or the questions you filed mentally for the GC before you even got back to the car. To them, you drew some boxes, and drawing some boxes is free. The issue isn't the clients. The issue is that your expertise was never made visible. You captured the output, the drawings, but not the process that made them worth anything. So, how do you fix it? Make the work tangibly valuable. When you record the intake meeting, something changes. The 100 things you heard, noticed, and responded to are no longer invisible. They're documented, they're searchable, they're real. Here's what your next new client meeting could look like. You sit down for the consultation, you hit record. An hour later, you have a transcript that captures every preference, every concern, every moment where you asked a question that redirected the design, including the one where you asked about the plumbing stack, and they said, "Oh, is that a problem?" And you said, "Not if we plan for it." The big box store doesn't have the transcript. They have a floor plan and a tape measure. When you follow up with a recap, a summary of everything you heard, every decision point, every consideration you flagged, you've made your expertise tangible. And now you have a foundation for the retainer conversation. Not because you're charging for the drawings, because you're charging for what only you can hear in an intake meeting. The recording doesn't just protect the work you already did, it makes the work worth protecting. If you've been giving away work that deserves to be paid for, the AI note-taking guide helps you build the system to capture that. How to capture the intake, how to turn the transcript into a professional recap, and how to use that recap to have a natural conversation about a retainer without it feeling like a hard sell. Get it at cabinetnotes.com. Next week, you make it home by 6. Your family is at the table, and your brain is still at the office. Sound familiar? Hit subscribe so you don't miss it.